Welcome to Analytics with Nags. In this video, I'm going to talk about a pivot and pivot as part of the SQL Advanced series. A quick intro about SQL Advanced series where I will cover most of the real world scenarios that is used in the corporate or the professional experience. With this note, why we need pivot and unpivot. When you are closely working with SQL Server or databases in general with Power BI or any other reporting tool, you need to convert your data from rows into columns. Certain values in a particular column to be converted into column wise. On vice versa, some data available in different columns, those should be converted into rows. So this is where you will use this pivot and unpivot. So same functionality available in reporting or Power BI as well. Why I should use? Those are the questions people will ask. But to make it generally available in the table or the database, so that any reporting or non-reporting consumers can utilize this data. That is the answer. So how you will achieve the same result that you do it in Power BI and any reporting tool, that is very easy step in SQL. That's what we are going to see as part of this video. Let's see. The prerequisite, this is you should know understanding about SQL and SQL joins. If not, please visit my SQL playlist and learn that SQL first and come. And all these advanced playlist or series of videos, I will use the AdventureWorks in order to do, or if you are not having AdventureWorks, follow these steps to get the database ready in your local so that you can practice with me. Purpose of this pivot: change the table valued expression into another table. Basically, as I said, you have a table or query result that you need to change it into another different result set. For that, pivot, turning a unique values from one column in the table into a multiple columns in the output. Okay. Unpivot, rotating the columns of a table valued expression into a column values. If you are not understanding about the definition, let's try to understand with a simple diagram explanation. You have a sale number, right? For each sale number, what is the reason and the reason type. I want this reason type not to appear in the each row. I want this reason type to be appear in the column. You can see other and promotion, and also there is another reason type, marketing. I will explain you how I find that marketing as well, right? To be appear in the column headers. Then how many reasons? Basically this sale order number have some reasons, right? 2 or other reasons. For this particular sale order number, 4 are other reasons, 4 are promotion. Meaning like how this order happened. This order happened because of the promotions. 4 promotions they did because of that. This order happened because there can be other reasons as well, right? That is review or all of the price is decreased. So we don't know exact reason, but there are multiple reasons behind this order. That is the whole point we are trying to make here. This is the pivot one. Unpivot one, when you have the data, right? When you have a data in your database like this, you will convert into opposite this way, right? You cannot exactly convert this way, but you are trying to put it in the marketing, other promotions in the column, right? Then you will have the unpivot option. So this is what all about pivot and unpivot. In simple terms, pivot is rows into columns, unpivot is columns into rows. This channel contains free content that covers Power BI, MS BI and fundamentals of Azure. Please utilize this free content. Share this channel with your friends and colleagues. With this note, let's begin our today's topic. So pivot. So I have examples here. I'm not going through this over here. I will write one by one. So over here, this is what I said, you need to have a basic understanding of SQL and joins. So I have used these 4 columns here from fact, internet sales, dim sales, reason. This is what my join condition. For simplicity, I am filtering only the 2 orders now. Let's try to see here. So as you can see, this order number 1 has 2 reasons. One is review and other. I mean, this is repeated, that's fine. But I have some other column, order line number will be there. I ignored that. That is why we are not getting that. Now, for this order, there are 8 records, right? That price on promotion, price on promotion. Let me try to add that one to avoid confusion. F dot order line number, right? So I have different order line, right? This order line is 2 for this, and you have 2 different reasons. Order line is 3, I have 2 different reasons. Order line 4, 2 different reasons. That is what this particular thing is all about. For simplicity, for now I am removing that. Now what all I need is, I'm getting this dim reason sales, sales reason type from another table, that is D, right? So I in future for other orders I may get other reason type also, right? For marketing and other reasons as well. So first of all, I need to understand what are the different types here. So select distinct. You need to put distinct, that is fair enough. So basically this is my analysis. I'm exploring the data, I'm trying to figure it out. So this is my difference. So I have 3 reasons type. So in future for other orders it may come. So that is why we need to understand what are the different possible values that you need to think of. These are the 3 values. Now this is my base query. So I will name it as, I need to put a wrap it around, right? I will make it very short here. Control R, clear the output window, and then I will name it as TBL, okay, table. Then I need, what I need, select order number, right? Order number wise, select order number. Let's keep that one as such, then we will keep on adding it to make it syntactically working fine. This is my requirement right now. I need order number and I need the pivoted, the output of this particular table, right? I need to pivot it, reason type. How to do that? So pivot, and the syntax here is easy, right? Take this syntax, I will just wrap it around, just you use the pivot. Then what kind of aggregations you want to perform. Here I don't have any other numerical value, I just want the count. Let's say count of sales reason name, how many records we have here, right? That is what I need. For sale reason type in, right? In, you see here, these are the different 3 different values. I put it as a distinct in my previous query. You remember I analyzed in just now we analyzed, there are 3 different reasons can come up. You need to put it in this bracket. You cannot put quotes or other things. You can put it within this the square brackets, right? Then you are closing the pivot. So pivot takes 2 inputs. One is what is the aggregation, for which column in this you have to pivot. I want to pivot these column, and what are the different values you will appear as a column. Those things you will mention it here. Since it started appearing as a column, take all this guy, all these members, then put it in the select statement. That's it. That is what you need to do without this quotes. If you see here marketing, okay, that's fine. From class and then you need to give some name here for the pivot. That's it. Once you provided the name, we have done with our syntax. So basically you have one big common table expression, that result set. This is the result set, and then pivot, what are the aggregations, then whatever columns the values appearing, right, that should be present here, those values should go over here as well. Then once you run this query, that's it. Now we got, for the sale order there are two other reasons, and if you remember there are total 10 records, 4 for this other and 4 for promotion. Let's try to see the result set as a first statement, control home together, then we will understand the result set. Now you can see this is my input. Like for this order I have 8 records, 4 belong to other and 4 belong to promotion. That I got it here. This is all about converting your rows, right, rows into columns. This is what the pivot table is all about. Now I want let's say I have this input right now, right? I will put this data into a temporary table. This will become my input into hash temp. There you go. Now this is my unpivoted, what do you call it? This is my table. I want to unpivot it, meaning like I have a sale order number and this marketing other promotion should come as a individual column, and this value should appear as another column. So this will become one column, marketing other promotion will be column 2, and 2 4 4 this will be a value will be another column. So for that, what will be the syntax? So this is for unpivot. Let's take a quick example here. Unpivot will be very simple. So basically we need to wrap it around, like this is my input, like table expression. Then you need to use the unpivot, right? Unpivot. This will become your third column, that is the whatever count you have, right? These values should, you are giving the name for that column here. For reason type, meaning like another column, there is no columns, these two are the column name. As I said, the column 2 will be here, and what are the values it's going to hold, right? Reason type in marketing other promotion, meaning like whatever columns you have, marketing other promotion, those columns you should mention. For this column it will become a value, and that value should reside in this reason type. That is the syntax. Now the actual values present in this column will become the reason count. So those two, right? In the unpivot you need to mention two things, that is what is the value for the numerical values that is going to hold, then all the column values should be represented in another column, column 2, that is reason type. Then that's it, close this one. Then these two columns should be part of the select statement. Once you select this together, right, let's try together. Now you can see for this sale order number I have a reason type, that is marketing other promotion will be appearing here, and the values 2 4 4 will appear as a reason count. This is what about unpivot. So the syntax is very simple. You have a table expression, then pivot, aggregate values, and then the actual column over here, and then different values appearing, that will become the pivot table. In case of unpivot, you have the table and you use the unpivot, then two column names, that is new column names that you need to appear, in your output, then the column names, right? This will become the column names. This is your Unpivot. So I hope you understand when to use pivot, when to use unpivot, and you can store this result in another table. You can call a procedure to repeatedly work on incremental data, whatever operations you can do. Once this result is preserved, this result or table will be used by any reports or common across multiple applications. That is up to your need. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and comment below for queries. If you're watching this video for the very first time, hit the subscribe button to not to miss any of my videos. And do remember that data is your asset.